Maybe a little quieter at the office today. That's because 17.5 million workers are expected to miss work after a long night of celebrating the Super Bowl. That's according to a survey by Kronos. This is the largest number of call-outs since the survey began in 2005. Of course, there are those internet campaigns to make the day after the Super Bowl a public holiday for this reason. I'm all for that. That's good. Yes, let's do it. All right. And another person having a rough time after the Super Bowl is President Trump. He congratulated the wrong state after the Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers 30-20. He said the team represented the great state of Kansas. The only problem, the team is Missouri-based. The president corrected himself in a follow-up tweet. I can kind of see how that happens, though. But when you're the president, you should get that right.
I have no comment on this. Switching gears slightly, the 54th Super Bowl was a big night for the Kansas City Chiefs, but it was also a big game day for major brands. Snack, car, and tech companies look to get in on the massive viewership, spending about $5.6 million on a 30-second commercial spot. Here to discuss the commercials is Georgetown marketing professor Prashant Malaviya. Good to see you, Prashant. So who won the battle of the ads, more specifically within the food space?
Well, in the food space, I think it was Cheetos very clearly. With MC Hammer, they had a great campaign. It was clever. It got the attention of the viewers, and I think they had a great time.
Yeah, he just kept popping up, right?
Kind of creepy.
Yeah, a little bit. What about the themes of the ads? What were some of the themes? I know women and equality was a big one. Procter & Gamble's Olay ad had lots of big-name celebrity females in there. What were some other themes?
Well, I think that was one of the themes that I picked up as well, focusing on women and equality. Olay was one of them. I thought, they did a good job. This ad has been running for a while, so it was a repetition and not a new Super Bowl ad. But I thought it was a great way to show. I particularly like the line during the ad which says, "Oh, there is a lot of space in here," implying that there is a lot of space in space and technology for women. And that they're not going to be taking away space from men. So I thought that was a clever line in there.
Do you think? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
do you think the Google?
Yeah, no, I was going. Yeah.
Do you think the Google ad was disappointing? It's getting roasted over on Twitter, but it was kind of sad. I know it left me pretty depressed.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem with a lot of Super Bowl advertising. People are going to the Super Bowl primarily to be entertained, if not by the game, certainly by the ads. And there are lots of brands that try to be empathetic, and sometimes empathy works very well, but often it falls flat. I thought Google did a great ad, but clearly the reaction is not supporting the quality of the ad. I think a similar effect was also observed on the Kia ad, where they had this football player telling us his life story, but I don't think many people are talking about it or even notice it that much.
But the commercial that got a lot of buzz, and we've been talking about it here in the studio, is the Hyundai ad and the Smart Pack. I mean, that was really clever, and it seems like, Hyundai got its messaging through, because you never forgot throughout that ad that was for a Hyundai car.
Yes, I thought that was the best ad. They really did a great job. It was on message. It was very distinctive. It made its point, and it made its point in a very clever and humorous way. The other, I think, fortunate thing for Hyundai was the Patriots were not playing in the finals. And I think if the Patriots were, there might have been a more polarized response to this ad. But because now everybody is paying attention to the other teams and nobody is paying attention to the Patriots, really, so it was okay to feature Boston in this ad.
Speaking of which,
I actually wonder if they had other ads that they were, had on standby if Patriots had reached the finals.
I don't know. That'd be interesting to know. But Tom Brady, while he wasn't in the big game, he was in one of the ads for Hulu. Sort of a head fake, right? People thought he was going to say, "Okay, look, I'm done here on the gridiron," but not the case. What do you think of that ad?
I think it was clever. I think it was a little surprise. But I think, with somebody like Tom Brady, you are expecting a much bigger announcement. And for him to make the announcement about Hulu that he did sort of fell flat. And you were left wondering, why did he do that? Good ad. But I think there was a little bit of a mismatch between the personality of Tom Brady and the message.
Do you think the Super Bowl halftime performance, was that a home run?
I thought they did a great job. I think first of all, the choice of the performers was very thoughtful. This is a diverse all-women group, so that was great, building on the theme of women equality. But also, I think Jennifer Lopez is a great artist. She does a great performance, and not surprisingly, it was a great show. I'm not a big pop music fan, but even I was drawn into it, and I thought they did a great job, and the overall, that show was pretty well done.
Yeah, the first time.
Hats off to Pepsi for pulling that off.
For sure, year after year. Yeah, that's a big undertaking. And the first time that Latina women headlined that Super Bowl halftime show. And also J-Lo's daughter made an appearance, Emmy. I think we've got a mini J-Lo in the making there. But Prashant Malaviya, thanks so much for being here.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.